Don't. Don't say anything. Not one word. I can hear you about to say a word. Close it. Close it again. Walk out. And then we both go on with our lives. I'm not giving you an exit. This is the most generous I have ever been to you, and you're just standing there with your hand on the door. Fine. Fine. Then first of all, this is your fault. It is. It absolutely is. You were supposed to have practice until 7. You have had practice until 7 every Tuesday since August. You have a schedule. You're the single most predictable person I've ever lived with, and the one time I rely on that, you decide to come home at 5:40 like some kind of... Don't ask me questions. I'm not in a position to be asked questions. I'm looking for my jacket. My black Cheers zip-up. The team one. It's been missing for a week and I've checked everywhere else, though. So yes, I obviously thought it might be here, because you have a documented history of pulling my things in the wrong place. Remember the towels? I remember the towels. Because you rehung them. In my bathroom. On the wrong bar. Which means you were in there touching my things, making decisions about my towels, and I let it go. Because I'm generous, and this is what I get. I don't have to justify a jacket search for you. It's a jacket. It's my jacket. Legally, this is a recovery operation. Okay, when did I last wear it? That's your question? That's the tone you're going with? Thursday. I wore it after cheer practice Thursday. Probably. Or the Thursday before. They blend. I have a life. I'm not taking a long time to answer. I'm being thorough. There's a difference and it's a really important one. Well, it's not here, apparently. I've checked. I've stood among your coats and checked, so the operation was unsuccessful and now I'd like to have some privacy. What? What do you mean the door was closed? Okay, that's a really weird thing to notice about someone. You walk into your own bedroom and the first thing your brain does is audit the closet door. I mean, that's not normal. You should look into that. It swung shut. Doors do that. This building is 100 years old and everything in it is crooked. The bathroom door does it constantly. You've complained about it. Don't act like you haven't. Fine. Fine. You want the real reason? The real reason is I heard something. Downstairs. Like a door or a person-sized noise. I thought it was somebody in the apartment, so I hid. That's what they tell you to do in the safety seminar. Get somewhere small and stay quiet. Yes, I'm aware the person was you. I know that now. Because I couldn't tell it's you. Your footsteps sound like anyone's footsteps. They do. Okay, well, knowing your footsteps, it's ambient information from living with someone. I also know what your alarm sounds like, and, I'm not gonna file a report about it. I'm not coming out, by the way. I'm not. Whatever this conversation is, we're having it with me in here. Because the second I step out of this closet, it becomes a normal interaction between two people standing in a bedroom, and I'd rather it stayed a weird one. I have more control over a weird one. You called out? Huh? When? Okay, so you called out and I didn't answer. Did it occur to you that a person hiding from an intruder would specifically not respond to a voice? The strategy is silence. I was executing the strategy. I know you said my name. Intruders can say names. Okay, that's a bad sentence. I heard it. Let me have another one. You know what? Fine. Fine. You got me. This is a prank. Yep, it's a prank. I was gonna wait until you were asleep, make a noise, and stand here breathing until you noticed. You would have lost it. I would have won. Very funny. Don't do that. Don't do the face where you're deciding whether to be nice about it. I'm good at pranks. I put a photo of a raccoon behind your bathroom mirror in February and you didn't sleep for 2 days. That was incredible and you know it. This one has stages. First the noise, then I deny hearing it, then you slowly question your grip on reality until you move out. Good pranks have structure, which, wouldn't be the worst outcome. That was a joke. It was a joke. I'm allowed to make jokes. It's my closet now. I've claimed it. Well, this one was going to be better, but someone came home 90 minutes earlier and ruined the timing, so we'll never know, will we? Tragedy. Real loss for comedy, honestly. What? That's... I don't know what you're asking. How long have I been in here? Why does that matter? It doesn't matter. Okay, some amount of time. I don't have a stopwatch on it. Ow, okay, my foot's asleep. My whole foot is asleep. Don't look at me like that. Feet do that. Yeah, no, I know. You don't stand in a closet long enough for your foot to go numb as a bit. I'm aware. I've heard it coming out of my mouth. And you heard my phone? Yeah, right. Okay. So you were standing out there long enough to hear it buzz, which means I was here long enough for someone to text me, which means... Shut up, I'm doing the math out loud. I don't need help. Okay, look. Here's what actually happened. And then we're done. And then you're gonna leave, and we're never doing this again. I was gonna take your stuff. No, not steal, move, hide. I was gonna take a couple things and then hide them around the apartment so you could spend all week long looking for them and slowly lose your mind. That's the bit. That's the whole bit. Because it's funny, that's why. That's the answer to every question you're gonna ask for 10 minutes, and you should just accept it now. Are you seriously wearing that? No, I'm saying. You never wear that one. You have 9. That one lives in here on the left, their hanger from the end. It has lived here since spring, and now, of all days, you decided to put it on and go to practice in it like a normal person? Well... Okay. Yeah, no, I heard it. I heard all of it. Don't say it out loud. I know what I did. I have a working brain. It's just on a big delay today. Yep. That's the one. That's the one I came in for. It's the good one. It's the one that still smells like... Okay, so that's out. That's out in the world now. That's a sentence that has been said. Yes, I know you've noticed. I've known you notice for like 2 months. Things have gone missing and coming back, and I've been just watching you notice and not saying anything, and honestly, that happens just so much worse than if you just asked. Okay, you want it? Here's the actual thing, okay? It's the whole actual thing, and then I'm gonna need you to go be somewhere else for a while. I didn't think you'd be at home. That's it. That's the beginning and the end of the plan. Yeah, practice until 7, so between 5 and 7, this room is just a room. So I came in to get one of your hoodies because I sleep better in one, and I have for a while. And it's not a thing, it's a fabric preference. People have those. And it wasn't in there because it was on you. So I'm standing in your closet going through hangers like an idiot, taking longer than I should have because I didn't want a different one. I wanted that one. And then I heard the front door. I heard you drop your bag on the counter the way it always does, and I had about 4 seconds to make a decision, and the decision was I got in the closet. Yes, I understand that was insane. I understood it was insane until, like, now. I pulled the door shut behind me and stood there in the dark with nothing in my hands, having failed at the one thing I came in to do, and thought, this is the worst possible version of this. And then I just stayed. Because what is there to do at that point? It's not the first time. No, I'm not retracting that. You already knew. You've known since the first one went missing, since June. Okay, I need you to not talk for a second. Because if you say something nice, I'm gonna have to live here for another 7 months with the memory of it, and I would genuinely rather you insulted me. Insult me. That's what I'd prefer. That's the option I'm requesting. You're not gonna, are you? Of course not. Of course not. You're gonna be decent about it, which is the single most annoying thing you do, and you've been doing it for 3 years, and never once have I been able to get a rise out of you. And you? Do you know how humiliating that is? To be this mean to someone this long and just have them keep being fine to you? That's okay, that's exactly what I meant. Don't do that. Yeah. Yeah, I know why I do it. I can get thrown 10 feet in the air in front of a packed gym without blinking. I'm not saying this out loud from inside a closet. I have some standards left. Not many, but that one. Fine. One sentence. One, and then we never have to return to it. If I'm awful to you, then whatever this is stays a thing I'm doing. It doesn't get to be a thing that could be wrong or go badly. Nothing has ever gone badly, because nothing's ever been anything. Yeah, I've had a while to think about it. Don't, okay, that's the second sentence, and I said one, so we're already off the terms I set. And I like it on the record that I was going to tell you eventually. There was a plan, so it was a bad plan, and it had no timeline, and it mostly involved waiting until something forced it, so yes, fine. This counts, that's something forcing it, I guess. I'd prefer a different something, almost anything other something. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna leave this room. Not the apartment, I'm not a monster. Just this room. Give me 10 minutes. You're gonna close that door behind you, and you're not gonna look back, because if you look back, I'll know, and I'll make it count. Tomorrow morning, before cheer practice, we're gonna have coffee like two normal people who did not have this conversation. You're gonna say something about completely unrelated stuff, and I'm gonna be so mean to you about it, and that's how we'll know things are fine. Yes, this is me handling it. This is what handling it looks for me. I'm aware it's not great. And lastly, you don't get to bring up the closet. Not tomorrow, not at graduation, not in 6 years at somebody's wedding. The closet did not happen. There's no closet in this apartment. I'm aware that you're standing in a room with a closet in it. Don't be pedantic, it's not your color. And one more thing, you don't get to feel sorry for me about it. You can feel whatever else you want. There's a whole range available for you, but not that one. Okay. Okay, that's an acceptable answer. Don't push it. Wait. The one you were wearing? Can I have it? Oh, you're just... Okay. Thanks. Go. Hello everyone, this is Spring ASMR. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like the video and subscribe to never miss a single release. If you'd like to join the Spring ASMR community, check my Discord server. Links to that can be found in the description of this video. Now, time for a quick shout out from my super supporters. Pedex, Babylon Rouge, The Humorous Savant, Ragnar the Wise, Vaughn de Dawn, Jacob, Means Debatable, Eric Gomez, Delta, Unnamed Gamer, 3IN Moon, Kazuhira, Tyler Duncan, Another Nobody, Ethan, Eli, Blank, Gonzo Wick, Elwin Fairlord, Psychic Rebel, Tristan Boyce, Captain Crochet Hook, Sharpshooter, Oliver Mania, El Fearless, Cowboy Jake, RJ Mania, Jägermeister, Mystic, Matthew, Silver Wolfie, Canine, Level Up Chuck, MLB Afterburner, Keith the 12th, Jonathan, Ramses, Dr. Ghost, Ian Darth Vader, Sandman, Andy Lucy, Jeffrey, Bag, The Boss Space, Silas, Lucret, Kurahime, and small. And a huge, huge thank you to our ultimate support tier members: Fall Foxpaw, Sam, Captain Starkiller, Wave, Rainy Days, Happy Cats Cuddle, Malkane, Burning Dry Ice, and What a Duda. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye!